don't really agree with that just yet. But if they pick this up and they pick two RMR events up in a row, well, Blair, I'm starting to see a world in which Tiger could take that top spot.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. In fact, I made a statement. I was doing one of the recent podcasts, which I usually do alongside Elfish Guy and Pilly from Down Under. Shout out to those two who probably hate and love Asian Counter-Strike as much as I do. I did make a very ballsy statement about EPL not inviting Tiger, and how it was, definitely a travesty, and they should have at least had an online qualifier. And even stated out that against teams like Bren, Tiger should have a very, very easy time. But right now, they're not having an easy time. Ja with 2 great opening kills, Dobu and 9 trying to be aggressive, and they're going to fall back with Urcast tapping through the smoke. At least he gets off to a good start here, as we do see the retake taking place. Bomb's going to get planted, as Urcast is going to find Wits as well. Suddenly it's turned around, and Derek is going to fall as well. NCL's going to find him. And now it's on Papi Chulo and Pro.
Well, can they make it happen here for Bren? Can they get back into the bomb site? A chance here for Papi Chulo. With the P250, Pro has got 2 kills suddenly, and it's all onto NCL. Looking back to the connector, but he's going to go down, and what a round from Pro. That was looking like a Tiger round all over, but Pro, just one-man army from in the connector, takes himself 3 kills. That's going to be Bren finding the pistol round. That's exactly what they would have been expecting, or would have been hoping for coming into this. Tiger off to the poor start. We'll have to go to the Force Buy immediately, the Mike 7, the Deagles. Here's that start from Ja, or Ja.
I think it's Jack, because I don't think it's German, number 1, and I think it's
I'll go with Ja.
His name is Jason. It's not Alexander, but it's Jason something. Well, let me quickly take a look for you guys. I think it's a very simple nickname. And just to clarify it for any future casts we do, it's Jonty. Sorry, not Jason. It's Jonty Arone, or Aroni, or Arone, whatever it is definitely J and A.
Okay,
let's go with Ja. Urcast, though. I think you might have heard our VODs yesterday, Dinko. He's woken up here, and look at the aggression taking place. Look at Dobu's position, pushed up all the way towards T-Ramp. Now, he's not pushed on any further, but they're getting a lot of information. They can keep him there towards ramp, and they can even leave Palace. It's fine, because he is going to be spotting out the Ts who are now slowly gravitating back towards the A bomb site. Urcast, he's taken a bit of damage, going to be playing this pretty safe towards near jungle, and of course we have a 9 with a scout of his. He was whiffing a few shots here and there yesterday, Dinka, but hopefully today he's gonna be a little different for the Mongolian. Dobu spots the player out, just rattled off a shot, and immediately information gathered, he's gonna fall back, and that's gonna force Bren to rethink their approach here towards A bomb site.
Now, exactly where Dobu is standing at the moment, under the wood, this is where we've seen him do so much work yesterday. He was an absolute nuisance from this position, so keep an eye on Dobu when he's in this position. And now with 35 seconds left, Bren, still a man down. On the T side, after winning the pistol round, we'll be hoping for the second round pickup, but Tiger in a decent position here. They could certainly win this. Papi Chulo picks up the Khalil, now charges up in towards B. It has to be the B hit here. Cabal sitting with a Mag 7. You've got NCL here as well. They're playing these close corners. With low time, they could be an absolute nuisance. Luckily, NCL and Cabal both go down, but it's Urcast looking to be the absolute thorn in their side, but it will not happen. 9 and Dobu locked down on the bomb site, and they're going to get headshotted. It's all onto Dobu. And luckily, Bren recovered that round. That could have been so scary down in the final few seconds.
That was looking very scary. Ooh, okay, Dobu, that was sick. For a moment there, Dinko, I believed the man. But Bren, great recovery, considering they lost the play to Urcast early on. They went towards A, they got found out, but a very convincing push there. And I feel like the player at the back of the bomb side, I think it was NCL, I think, with the, or Cabal, with the Mag 7. If he had stayed hidden a little bit more, maybe towards the truck area, he could have done a little bit more damage. One more kill from him, and that could have been very, very scary for Bren. But they hold on. And with that, it is going to be 2-0 and the full eco coming up for the Mongolian side.
Well, the flash is coming down in towards underpass as Derek that just kind of hops along with the Mac 10. Gonna throw the nade up in towards the window area. Dobu and 9. In towards connector, just 2 USBs. They look to take the fight against the Mac 10. It's going to be easy for Derek. He takes 2 kills. That's just Urcast and Cabal left alone this round. You never really expect too much to come into it for the Tiger side, so not too bad. Bren expected to walk away with this very cleanly, and so far so good. They've got 2 kills in the Mac 10. That's the gun they want to be finding the most action to build up the economy. And these kind of rounds, this is where Tiger actually want to die to the AKs if possible, because you're expected to die, right? So You expected you just want to die to the rifles instead of allowing this other side to build up the cash. Well, Urkash is diving out the window. He'll take himself a nice headshot and now flees the scene all the way back up through the apartments and now in top middle. He can get another kill here. That would be absolutely huge, but he's unspotted. Papachulo knows exactly where he is, and so Urkash's life becomes quite limited, and well, he's just taking shot after shot. Finally, he's put in the grave. 3-0. Bren Esports off to the perfect start, but now we get into the buys from Tiger.
I feel like for Bren, right? I've been watching them for a while right now. I've seen the rise in Southeast Asian Counter-Strike in the past year and a half ish, and they came about at a time when Southeast Asian CS was kind of dying out. When I'm talking about the Singaporean region, with Boot Dreamscape kind of internally just crumbling, and then we had some of the other teams in the Philippines region kind of like falling apart. But they came out at a time where the competition was quite like meager in the SCA region, and they shone. But I was always like, maybe just the fact that there's a lack of competition. But they've impressed me usually with the way they played Counter-Strike. Their approach to CS, it's not about star players, it's about the system working together as a unit. And this lineup has been together for a while. But I have to ask, maybe switching out a player, maybe an upgrade in firepower, that could be the missing link that these guys are looking for. But let's hold on to the thought, Dinko. This A hit coming in is looking interesting. Just pushing on in which... Okay, that is unreasonable. And he's looking for the trade. That doesn't take place, and he's going to escape with his life intact. That is massive.
Yeah, well, double off setup. Take note of that. Tiger have to play a retake with 2 ops still in play. They haven't got a kill up until that point, with Dobu 9 stepping up, and now a bit of an issue for Bren. They haven't got the bomb planted. They might not need to retake this because the bomb not yet down. Well, now 2 players just set back in CT. For Tiger, another kill. NCL just chiming in. A follow-up. Wit's got it. All onto Derek. A 1 versus 4. He'll be back in the ramp, but that has just crumbled. What has just happened there from Bren? Everything was looking good. They get the opening kill. Wit's just making a madman play over the top of the stairs, down the bottom, through the smoke. They get the man advantage. There's absolutely no trade coming in. But the bomb doesn't get planted, and Bren just lose players left, right, and center.
That was the one little hole in that play. Witz pushes into the smoke, he gets to kill. What does he notice? There's no one to his jungle. And if there's anyone connected to smoke, smoking it off. You want to probably get the bomb plant in that direction then. Like, exactly. You don't go for the usual default plant, right? Towards the boxes where it can easily be spotted from short. Instead, you go for a plant towards CT while not ensuring that that smoke is going to be a one-way. And of course, Jobo's going to take advantage of that. That was a big mistake. And again, after losing the member, after the bomb gets dropped, they're not able to really capitalize. Oh, sorry, they're not really able to counter, which is a big mistake. And that was a big mistake from 9. There was no need for him to peek out there. His teammates got the kill and immediately falls on back. Urkast, okay, that was sick. Urkast has come to play today, Dinko. That makes my Jimmies feel very happy.
Well, he is certainly showing up. We seen him dive out the window on the USPs. I knew. Well, Urkats are feeling confident today. And he does it again here. Just not quite committing to the jump out the window, luckily. He's just taking the kills, though. 2 collective for him. And the man advantage in play here for Tiger. Dobu confident as well, getting aggressive in towards ramp. He should be finding at least 1 here, but Derek, he's quicker, and it's not really needed to go aggressive there. You know, you have already got that man advantage in play, thanks to Urkast's hard work. You don't really need to go take that ramp control. He does give away his life, but Urkast has rotated over towards CT spawn.
These are the small little mistakes which I really, really hate from Tiger. Now, if it was some of the other teams from Asia, I'd probably forgiven them. But this is a team touted to be the team to take the title of being the best, the strongest team in Asia away from Tyloo and VG. For them to make small little mistakes like this, so lucky is a player there to stay alive. Urkast, I don't even know how he missed that shot. And LCL making contact. Derek's going to fall there. Didn't necessarily need to face there. And now it's a 2v3. Still 2 AWPs on the retake, but at least the bomb gets planted for the Filipino side. As NCL finds... well, sorry, he just found Derek a while ago. And now Witz. He was a star player, in fact, the highest rated player for this lineup earlier on, but he needs to do bigger. AWP in hand. Rounds off a shot, and it's going to be all on him. He's going to find 1. Oh, gets a second of the NCL through the smoke. It's a 1v1 Cabal versus Witz. No scopies are going to be coming in. Yes, it is. That is brilliant stuff from Witz. And a brilliant 1v3 and a quad kill, in fact, to close out the round. That was massive.
That's play huge. Witz just coming in, standing tall with the AWP, gets himself all of the kills. Oh, that is just absolutely brilliant from Witz. You know, you always feel a little bit of panic. You feel some anxiety when there's a defuse coming in and the last player left alive has an AWP, right? You never really expect him to get that kill through the smoke, and Will Witz displays a beauty on the AWP. And now we're into a 4-1 scoreline. It's Bren answering back immediately after a round loss. And I have to say, as much as I praise Dobu being an incredible player, that was just dumb.
Yeah, it was. It was very dumb. 4v3. There's no need to push on further. There's no need to go for the man advantage, but a nice little attack coming in from Dobu this time around. Those Mac 10s could be his doom. There's no one nearby to go for the trade. Flashbang is good. He's going to fall on back 9. He's got an AWP, bear in mind. They have kind of gone for this forced buy. Very weird buy as well. Mac 7, Deagle. Scout for Dobu to peer over the railing. This is interesting. Now, it's keeping the Molotov's keeping the CTs at bay. But they're aware. Oh, that's a fast flick from 9. And all of a sudden, it's falling apart for Bren.
Yeah, that's just a neck snapper. And well, Dobu looking for the USP. Oh god, that's awkward. Ja takes down 2. And now it's a 2 versus 2. 17 seconds, the time ticking on the bomb. Ja just playing back in CT spawn with the Mac 10. It's going to be very difficult for him to do anything here. Urcast cleaning up. He comes through Palace on that flank. He gets involved late into the round. And it's going to be Tiger just about taking the defuse. And a round win picked up for them. They probably shouldn't have had a right in winning there. They'll be very happy with that. And again, it comes down to the mistake in the previous round. You know, they need to step up going into the next one. But it kind of shows that they have enough skill that sometimes those mistakes, they don't really get punished to the full extent.
Yeah, especially, like, come on. Mirage has been played forever now, right? Everyone knows little gaps in the smoke, for example, like that smoke, that gap between the jungle smoke and the top of stairs.
Oh, that was
smoke.
awful, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these are known things. Now, I get it, Asia's behind the EU NA scene by quite a margin, but come on, this is your map pick. These are things you need to be ready with. And I feel like that's the biggest problem with Asian teams in general. I'm not talking about every team. I feel like teams like Vici, Tyloo, and even Tiger for that matter are playing at a higher level altogether. But you see these small little mistakes which go unpunished in the Asian region, and then you qualify for, let's say, a big event like a DreamHack Masters or Pro League or something. You're just gonna get crapped on by everyone else. Like some of this tier 3 unknown
yeah, sure.
Estonian, Bulgarian mixes are just gonna steamroll you. You can't afford to have that.
The utility usage seems to be something that's lacking quite a bit, and not so much usage. I mean, they use the nades, they just use them ineffectively, right? And sometimes the flashes, we've seen the flash assist, the team earlier, I can't recall who it was, but they went with 0 flash assist the entire game, right? So it's quite awful in that respect. And so a lot of these smokes that we've seen have huge gaps in them, and these aren't things that can be fixed, right? You can go straight to the server, you can work on those for an hour or two, and you have them locked down. So they're easy fixes, and I would be so disappointed if we continue to see the same mistakes as we move through the tournaments.
Hopefully they do wake up. Their Orcast just finds one. Nice work from Wit with the P250. What is going on? Okay. The pistols are coming out on top. That's the answer. And is the curse real? They have 3 Deagles though, Dinko. It's not the 2, but Ja with the AWP picked up. He's going to find another one. Ja just popping off, and Cabal's going to be left alone in the 1v2. This is still winnable. This map is off to a very, very strange start indeed.
Oh yeah, this is quite the affair in terms of scrappiness and back and forth. Cabal, now the last remaining player, decides to go to a rifle. I'm a fan of picking up this M4 in this situation. Close corner. Oh, he spots the player close behind Triple. He needs to go around the corner quickly, and that's really well played by Cabal. Molotov underhand toss. It's going to be the defuse coming through. Cabal's been hit low. The knife kill from Derek. Job done. And Bren, they will be getting themselves a round win off the back of just pistols. That started with a P250 swing in towards the A-bomb site. Just the P250 doming the player at jungle, and the rest follow through. There was even team kill in the mix.
It's just... I don't know what to say here. I mean, looking at this, you're like, all right, Tigers should be coming in strong, but... And they can play Mirage. They can really play Mirage, but this is just some abysmal anti-ecos coming out from them. And for Bren, yeah, if you saw a few scrappy rounds here and there, but hey, when you're 5-2 up on a map pick against what some people would consider a top 3 team, and Cabal, you're gonna hold an angle, that barrel better not be spotted out. I think Wit spotted it out.
He wouldn't be looking here otherwise, right? Or maybe here's the jumping. I was expecting some sort of boost, or... But there's no reason why you would be so inclined to look at that position otherwise. And what Pro does take down Cabal, it doesn't really matter anyway, if the kills all come through. One has been picked up for the CT side, but it is only the one frag. So we should be looking at a very easy round for Bren now. It's just NCL stuck in jail. This corner, it should be good for one here because Derek is incredibly low. It comes down to trigger discipline though. Just take the one kill. Just walk away. One bird is better than two in the bush. And go for it, please. NCL, okay, he can deny the bomb plant, but he's not going to get anything. No. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, there's trigger discipline and then there's that. And that's, I think I just taken it to an extreme, but I like it. I like the attempt. Just doesn't quite work.
Yeah, if you had a rifle, if you had a rifle there, that could have been very scary, right? But okay, the buy will be coming in, and well, Bren Esports might actually make a series of this if things keep going this way. Looking good, individual shining, and I think more importantly for this lineup, it's Wits stepping up today, and for the side of Tiger, actually Urkas off to a great start as well. So some of the players who we expected to be the top fraggers, to expected to be the star players of the respective lineups, kind of showing up to play. And right now, Bren looking, at least for now, like the slightly better team.
Well, 9 gets the opening kill. Yeah, this isn't the start that Tiger would be looking for coming into this matchup. And it seems like just a few errors coming in across the board from Tiger. I feel like the individuals are definitely here today. In terms of Urkat certainly showing up. I think Dobu's been a little quieter and a little more aggressive today. Needlessly as well. So we'll see if he can patch that up. At the moment, Bren off to a good start. They'll be happy enough with this. They have lost a player into this round though, so this is not something they will be incredibly happy with. Pop flash in towards Connector. That should allow Pro to peek with it. Just a standard mid-tick coming in from Bren. All the utility being used up. Smoke for the window, molly for Connector, play down into his underpass as well. They've taken a lot of control early on into the round. And with 43 seconds left, where did Bren decide to go? It seems like the B split is on the cards.
Yeah, but this angle from NCL, it's a little worrying. That AWP from Wits, he's not missing too many shots. They have kind of a crossfire setup. Dobu is, I love that. I love that full commit peak. They're like, all right, there's a guy behind us, doesn't matter. We get the guy towards benches first, and then we take care of the rest. A 2v2 bomb will be planted. Wits from the short position. We're providing a little bit of overwatch for his team. We have the late flank coming in. This could actually work on out. Wits misses a shot. Urkas finds him out, and it's all on Pro. It's a 1v1. He's down to like almost half HP, 44 points to be precise. But he's read this perfectly. Misses a shot though, and that's going to give Urkas a little bit of a chance. I don't see a kit on his body. However, he might pick it up from one of his fallen comrades, but needs to get this kill in Pro. He's playing this like a pro. This is brilliantly done, and finishes off with a beautiful headshot as well. That is just brilliant from Pro, and Bren, they get to round number 7.
Yeah, Pro's definitely looking good. We see him a little bit earlier on today in the pits around doing a lot of work as well. So Bren, they have a few more individuals, and we were talking about the fact that maybe this team, what they lack is firepower. But today they're showing up and the whole team's fragging. Take a look at this. Papachulo at the bottom, but the rest of the team looking pretty solid. And when I say he's at the bottom, he's not at the bottom by much. Wits trying to peek out towards middle early on with the AWP. I mean, I've been enjoying this Bren mid take. It's been pretty good. Molotovs in towards the window early, then they throw the smoke a little bit later on. I'd be interested to see if they change it up when they're against the pistols, and instead of just smoking the window, they would just leave the Molotov there. And that is the case, as they aren't even committing towards middle now. They toss utility down, but instead gather outside the A bomb site. It's a mid fake in towards an A setup, and they have got Dobu playing close towards the ramp, so he will be able to pick up information initially. And while Urcast, unfortunately, will be spotted and taken down immediately. Now Dobu repositions, and he was incredible from this spot, Blair.
He was, but he needs to do way more here. CZ going for the wild spray. Derek will end him, barely doing any damage there. Papachulo finding 9 as well, so this should be a very easy round. Derek, perfect crosser placement as well, leaving Cabal alone now. He's got his position towards Palace. He might find one. But Papachulo, he's aware. He is paranoid that someone might be sneaking up from behind him. So, there we go. I don't think Cabal's going to get anything done here unless at PD50 can rattle off a shot up close in the face. He's going to be ready. But Papachulo quicker than Cabal is. 8-2. T-side. Mirage and a map pick. Bren. Looking good, surprising all of us. This is impressive. I won't lie. This has been some pretty solid CS overall. Individually, they're looking good. And when it comes to these kind of like 2v3, 4v4 scenarios, sorry, 3v3 scenarios, it's looking cleaner than some of the overextensions we've seen from Tiger. And it looks like some of the rounds that they made the mistakes, like that one round where they got the bomb down, and I mean, they didn't get the bomb down, rather. Some questionable decisions there, but it looks like a distant memory right now, Dinko. This looks like a whole different team, whole different good-looking team.
Yeah, much, much better. And I think when we take a look at sort of the question marks we have beside their Mirage, why they decided to go for this as the pick, well, I think it's clearly showing that it's a really well-prepared map for them. Now, Mirage is one of those maps where utility usage isn't as much of a big deal. You should know like every smoke that you need to know. But for me personally, I've been enjoying, again, I've said it a few times, this mid take from Bren. And the fact that they're using the utility so well and so thought out, this is definitely a different team than we seen yesterday on Inferno. Woods is going to go down early on though, 9 hitting that shot. It's his first kill in a little while. Just when he gets the ult back through. It's a good start, but Tiger have had advantages before and Bren have fought back.
Yes, they have, and I'm just taking a look at the stats for Tiger on Mirage, right? They have an 80% win rate where they've won 5 out of 6 games they've played, and the one loss they had was against the Thai team Sigma. And the Thai teams are very notorious for being extremely good on Mirage, as we saw from Beyond. They even beat Beyond, albeit all the wins have been comparatively pretty close. 16-14, 16-12 to Invictus, 16-11, 16-7, a little bit more one-sided against Vici, and a 16-14 to Beyond. So they can play the map against certain teams who are very comfortable on it. And just based on the stats, you wouldn't be wrong for suggesting, you know, Tiger would be the favorite team. But Bren, they went for this pocket pick. And I'm actually impressed. The fact that, you know, Inferno got banned out the one map where we thought they'd have a chance, and they kind of seem to have read into it. They're like, all right, they might ban Inferno out, but we do have Mirage. And right now, looking good. Dobu spotting out players towards T-Ramp. He needs backup real quickly. He does have Urcast nearby. Flashbang's going to pop one out. It's going to be in time. No, it won't. Papichulo is going to get the kill. Now, Urcast needs to do something here. Waiting for a flashbang from his teammates. He's going to go for the peak. Helped out by Dobu's flashbang. 9 still spotting. Cabal's going to get the kill. And now it's a 3v2. Ja and Pro left. And both of them, rather Pro at least, is bleeding out internally.
Well, Ja takes down Cabal. Pro, like you said, extremely low HP. Only 5 seconds left here for Bren. They've got to immediately start planting. Well, they will get the plant through, but much more than that. Not gonna happen. What? What just happened there? It was literally a millisecond in it. Pro comes off the bomb and decides to take down NCL and 9 at the same time. That is just unbelievable. How's that happened? There's only one way he wins that, and it's just finding these insta headshots. Now, at least we get to see what's going on here. Pro just flicks to the left. He needs to get this kill immediately, Jesus. And he finds the headshot. That is just unbelievable.
That is actually insane. That is actually insane from Pro. Well, now we know why his name's Pro. I just want to know why Papichulo's name is Papichulo, though. That is the question I have here. But 9-2, my word. We've seen him win some clean rounds. We've seen them win some clutches. But Pro, he's showing that he's good in his clutch scenarios.
Oh, yeah.
And they're basically making us eat our own words. Like, if you look at the death segment we had earlier with Jason and Mitch, we were talking about how individually Tiger are by far the better team. But Bren, I mean, they're showing up today.
And we've got a game on our hands. And I'm excited because, for the most part, I was expecting another 2-0. We've had 2 pretty one-sided best of 3s today. I think one of the most impressive parts is Invictus being able to take down Tai Lu in that fashion. But today, I was not expecting this performance out of Bren at all. Now, Pro does take down Cabal, and the push can come through. It's NCL able to find 1 on the MP9, but the push continues to come in towards the B-bomb site. A few damage kills coming through here from Tiger. They find a few. Not really too much to get too excited about just up until this point where Urcast could have taken down the short player, but it doesn't happen. It's just Dobu now. A 1 versus 3. He has to make it work, and there's the headshot. Goes back into short, but it's Derek who is quick on the trigger. Now, it really does feel like Bren just everything's going their way. You know, there was a chance for Tiger a couple of rounds now where they've been able to win a round, but they haven't been able to pick them up. I think the perfect scenario to talk about is the fact that there has been that one the situation where Pro has a few seconds, maybe even 1 second left on the clock, and he's able to take down 2 players immediately. And I think that pretty much summarizes Tiger's day here, because Urcast has shown up, but I feel like the rest of the team has been pretty quiet. We've seen 9 get a kill here and there. He's got the opening kills time and time again, but the rest of the team have kind of let it slide.
kind of have. At this point, you got to be like, all right, what the hell can Tiger even do at the moment? They've always gone for these dual op setups. It's worked out once. Apart from that, and it wasn't even the AWPs which were like doing the brunt of the heavy lifting for the Mongolian side, but bear in mind, for Tiger, you know, they won the previous RMR. This is an event where they want to place top 2, right? Worst case scenario, top 3. They want to even win this entire thing and kind of cement their position at top of Asian CS. So a game against Bren, this should be something they're going to be expecting to be in the bag. You know, one of the easier games for them. But what we've seen from yesterday, like we saw how Mazalike and Divine Vendetta just got completely obliterated with the Deagle and the Scout from Pokemon and Havoc respectively. So that could be something in the back of Bren's mind at the moment. But here we go. Slowly inching ahead. They've taken control of mid. We headed to the C4 alongside Derek making the way towards the T-Ramp. And once more, it is going to be Urcast and Dobu getting pressured on this A-bomb side.
Coming out towards the ramp, it's Urcast down in towards lower wood. Papachulo goes down alongside Wits, and now it's just Ja. This is a much better round for Tiger. All cleanly getting kills. No one really falling apart from Dobu. Now Ja, he'll do as much damage as he can. I mean, the economy's not really well built up here for Tiger, so every kill is costly. Ja does get one, but Cabal gets rid of him. Much better round coming in from Tiger. 10-3 on the board. Bren Esports still continue their hot trail. Can they continue it, though, in this round? They have to break down Tiger's buy here. Well, this would be upsetting to say the least from Tiger, because when they came into it, they finally get a round win under their belt. I mean, there's a couple of scenarios where they probably should have done that a little bit earlier on. As soon as they have an opportunity to recover this half and get a bit of momentum going, Red have this opportunity now to break that down and stop that from happening. Well, 9 peeking down in towards middle. It's the Molotov in towards his position, and a quick cat tick coming in from Bren.
I love the switch. Oh, job at a brilliant opening. But now Cabal's position compromises. Doesn't matter. He's still going to shut it down like a turret of death. And Papi Chulo left in a 1v4. Huge round from Cabal there. And like you said, Denko, they needed to definitely win this round to at least try and get 5 rounds on the CT side. And I think Cabal might have made it possible with the with his magic wand.
Well, Cabal taking down Papachulo. And yeah, another back-to-back round there from Tiger. Finally, that one's a good one as well. They only lose the 2 players, so limiting the casualties across the board for the most part. Looking pretty solid now, so Tiger can keep this up and end the half with a few more rounds on the board. 10-5, obviously the best case scenario for the team now. That would be somewhat recoverable. Still disappointing, but recoverable nonetheless. Bren, though, they're going to be happy. Even if they lose this last round, they're going to be still so happy with this T-side performance. Seems like most of them setting up for the execute at the moment. 3 players positioned in towards the A position. And it's Derek that catches out Dobu, going for aggression straight off the start of the round. Now, how many teams in Mirage, right, are just going to stand outside of the A ramp with their smokes at the ready and just hold for the aggression? Pretty much all of them in a default like this. So it's strange to see him do it immediately into the round.
Well, I mean, I have a statement for that, but I think it's just gonna annoy you. Asian Counter-Strike. There we go. Well, we do have Derek just pushing on out here. He's actually gone for the play, and that's very surprising. Urcast should be ready for this. That's a nice flashbang from his teammates, but Derek slowly walking out. That's a great counter flash. He's blinded. He's been spotted out, and that's Urcast conveying information. However, they're running out of men. As Urcast is going to fall as well. This is not looking good at all, Dinko. It's a 2v5. Well, it makes it a 2v4. It does NCL, but it is still looking very rough as NCL is going to be left alone in a 1v4, and they know exactly where he is.
Well, NCL with a headshot gets rid of Pro. All planted now. And well, NCL is going to go down. 11-4. A really impressive half from Bren. Lackluster performance again from Tiger. I'm not too confident right now in this Tiger team. I'm really not. I think Urcast showed up today, but that's about it. I mean, we're talking about his negative performance yesterday. Well, he shows up, and then everybody else falls off. I don't really know which scenario I would prefer. I think yesterday's Tiger actually looking a little bit better than it is right now, and obviously early into the game, still a lot to recover, but at the moment, 11-4, you've really got to be favoring Bren here on Mirage at the moment.
Oh, you have to. You'd be a fool not to. But let's see what Mongols have here. Glocks all around, smoke and a flashbang, and Ja is going to be making contact. He does have some semblance of backup in the form of Derek playing at the playing towards the benches. Here comes a flashbang. Ja is a little bit blind. He's still going to hold a line though, and Cabal opening it up. Derek has a lot of work to do, but Urkat's going to just steamroll him. Bomb's going to get planted, and this should be the round for Tiger here. Very quick hit towards the B bomb site, and it does work out for them.
Well, it's Wits going down, Papachulo and Pro now, 2 versus 5. It's not looking like a pistol will be coming in here for Bren, but they're going to try and do as much damage as possible. Papachulo, he's just crossed by 9. And what a position. You're just not going to be expecting that. And 9 capitalizes on the element of surprise. Tiger find a pistol round they desperately needed. And they'll be happy moving forward with the pistol round, but now they need the follow-up. And it's going to be a 4 spike coming in from Bren.
And I guess you can be forgiven for going for these plays, right? I mean, like, obviously, when you have this massive lead, would have got that many rounds to give yourself a buffer. Good round from 9 there. Here we go. Found 4 spot coming out from Brent. Scout, Deagles, and these Deagles, man, like, I know we haven't really seen Brent do too many things with a Desert Eagle in particular, although we saw that P250 round earlier. It does scare me. And especially when they're looking this fired up, they're looking to just take these fights against Tiger. If I'm the Mongolian side, I'm playing this one a little bit more passively, but this might have actually worked out for Tigers. We see the rotation about to take place towards B, but the moment the smokes get deployed over at A, it's going to be the call that it is a bomb site hit. And if the bomb gets planted, if I'm Bren, I just go for the save. It's not really not worth going for the fight here. Just save your armor, Deagles, and your scout. You don't want to take these weapons, rather the lack of weapons you have here, into a post plan where you don't even have a single kit. Rather save it and try your best in the next round.
Well, Wits, good headshot, gets rid of NCL. Any more than this? Highly unexpected. Schmuck goes in towards ramp, but look at Cabal's position. This should be the insurance policy, even if anything chaotic happens here. Derek is going to get 1 headshot. Dobu going down on the defuse, coming through around the back of triple. It's not planted here for Cabal. Oh no, the defuse is coming through around the other side. Luckily it's a 10 seconds, but it doesn't matter. And Cabal's going to spray through. Looking for a little bit more here. Jack comes in with a headshot. If they had a kit, that round's done. The defuse was just happening for so long behind the triple stack.
Yeah, that's just insane. That's actually insane from Papachulo and his men. I already felt like the round was pretty much done and dusted, but somehow they make it work. Somehow they almost pull it off. And for Tiger, that's kind of like a kick in the backside. It's more like, doesn't matter how sure a round looks. This team, this Filipino team today, they're really here to play. They're going to make you bleed for every single round you get. Although, this time around, just the USPs. You see a Deagle and a P2, and I think that's a P2K. Yeah, it's just a Deagle and the 1 flashbang investment from Papachulo. I'm just going to call him Pappy.
Pappy. And I'll
hey,
call Chulo.
Pappy. Papito, Papichulo, Papi. I like the stack from Bren though. I'm always a fan of when you are on almost a full eco. Might as well maximize your chances, right? Just stacking to the bomb side, or just stacking to its mid, or something a little unconventional. So try and catch the players off guard. But here we go.
Cabal actually gets away at the right time there. Could have had a nasty few players coming his way. And now Bren. Really working out for them. Good repositioning from Cabal as he falls back more passively. Tiger get a read on what's happening, get some info that passed on to them, so they go over towards the A-bomb site, get the digits punched in. Now Jad down in towards middle. He's going to be shut down by Dobu. And this is one of the rounds you really expect them to pick up cleanly up until the pistols come around the corner. There's too many for Cabal to handle, so now that's an AK available, but they want to make sure that it doesn't get saved on over. It might be difficult with that smoke. Don't really want to be running in, but the MAC-10 comes through from the apartments. It's all on to Derek, just with the Deagle. He goes down as well, and that's a lot of money built up for NCL towards the end of the round as he saves the AK on over it as well. 7-11. I haven't beaten one of those in a long time.
It's like forever, right? One day, Dinka, one day we're gonna go to a 7-Eleven.
One day when we get freed from our cages, Blair.
Yeah, which doesn't look likely with the way some people are going about things. But anyway, we're here for esports. Let's not
Let's not delve into that, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get
Counter-Strike continues, and that's all that matters.
Counter-Strike is good. Counter-Strike is life. This is so the thing is, for Bren, even when you have this is a problem, right? When you switch over to the CD side, you have such a massive lead. It can kind of slip away from you. You keep losing a few rounds here. Your money keeps getting reset here and there. And on the CD side, it's always hard. It's always hard to kind of maintain that economy. You need to repurchase all the utility. You lose a couple of players here and there. You got to buy back in all the wasted armor, the weaponry. And the weaponry in general is more expensive as well, right? The M4 is more expensive than the AK-47, for example. If you want to go for an AUG, that is more expensive as well. So it's a big investment. So for Tiger, sometimes winning 2 rounds is equal to winning 3 rounds. If you get my drift. So for Bren, they need to be a little wary. They just can't let this slip away from them. They've had a phenomenal first half, and they need to close it out as soon as possible. You don't want Tiger start to get rolling, because that is a dangerous proposition.
Now, once they get rolling, it can be very, very difficult to stop them. Now Tiger, utility coming in, some Molotov, down towards the van, it's NCL, but Derek, okay. 2 kills from short, he will eventually go down. Dobu gets rid of him. And now 3 versus 3, bomb plant coming in from Dobu. Do Bren even want to go for this at this point? They're so far removed from the situation. You haven't really got too much money left over. There's no kit in play. So the chances of winning this retake play are pretty slim.
It is pretty slim. However, they're pretty much announcing where they're coming in from. And 15 seconds. Did it have a kit? I don't see any kit. Yeah, just go for the save.
No,
There's
they
no
don't.
point.
Yeah, they don't have a kit. That's why I immediately said, I was like, they don't have a kit. So why would we even just hang around here? So they're just losing weapons. The money's not in a good position. And Tiger, they're not going to have any money issues coming into this next one. So it is all on the Bren team to save their weapons over. And you can see it's not looking too great right now. Derek does a good job in towards short. Unfortunately, it's just not enough for them in the round there. We got the head-to-head between Ja and Cabal. And now Urcast and Papachulo, which has continued to be the head-to-head. Quite even in a few respects here.
I just want to question the decision that Bren made there, right? Or was it Derek or Ja who stayed behind to fight towards market? Because whoever that was, you had 3 rifles.
I'm pretty sure it was Ja, because didn't Derek just go down towards short after
after got 2 kills. Yeah, you're right. So let's take a look at the risk analysis, right? Okay, this is unnecessary. I mean, yeah. I guess Tiger expecting a full buy, but Urkaz is fine with. So yeah, I'll get back to that thought a little bit later on. But Ja doing some work, but the trades are quick and thick and fast. Now 1 player left on the site. It's gonna be the 1 player is very low, but Pro will be found out in the smoke. This should be the round. There is a flank coming in from behind, but he seems to be wary of it. But yeah, I just want to touch upon that play from Ja. You have 3 players surviving. You have the AWP and 2 and M4s. If you stay alive, you can buy up. You can drop a weapon. You have $2,700 there. You have the cavalry. You have the M4. You can drop maybe even a FAMAS towards Pro, and then maybe Pop. You can drop a gun towards Wits. Right? You still have a much more solid buy. Instead, you take away a weapon from Mongols. Sorry, I keep calling them Mongols from Team Tiger. But what does that really net you? They're still gonna buy up. You know they have the money. It's just not the risk worth taking. And these are the small little nuances in not just Bren. I don't want to just pick on Bren, but this is something which you see from almost every team out there in the Asian region, which really, really tilts me. I think it's highly unnecessary to go for these sort of plays. And you don't need to go to college to get a risk analysis to take a risk analysis class to figure this out. It's pretty simple math.
I always feel like that would be one of the worst jobs in the world. You'd just be like the saddest human being in the world. You know, risk analysis. Analyst, risk analyst, there we go.
I think it's actually fun. Like, you know, trying to
Well,
like figure out what could go wrong and then prepping for that.
I mean, that obviously sounds like a very interesting part, but imagine just everything in life, the small issues in life, kind of just analyzing the risks of going outside. I mean, there is a lot of risks right now actually going outside, so maybe it's not such a bad job after all.
It is true. It is indeed very true. And I wish some of these teams hired a real risk analyst.
Now that would be a job. Well, you want to, maybe you could go into that, just on the side. Risk.
Yeah.
You might actually lose your mind at that point, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be worse than just my thinning hair. I'm just gonna pull whatever remnants I have out and then just turn into an alcoholic. Yeah, I don't want to.
The story of Blair. You release the book and it'll do much better than Zonix. That's for sure.
It would be a wild read, I won't lie. Well, here we go. Fast play from Tiger towards mid, and Bren pretty... This I'm not a fan of. This is something, again, I've seen from many Asian team. I think Beyond are the one team who don't necessarily do this on the CD side. You have such a good lead, and then on the CD side, you just turtle up. You just complete the turtle up, no real crossfires, just playing extremely passive, extremely placid, giving so much map control. And like I said, Tiger or team, once they get going, they're going to potentially try and steamroll you. And I'm not a big fan of this. Take the fight to Tiger. You still had the round leads. You had the freedom to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more proactive. But as the rounds get whittled away, firstly, NCL very lucky to stay alive there. But as a difference gets smaller and smaller, it's always going to get harder and harder for you to kind of come back from this. As Urcast floating with danger, no one spotted him out, but it's going to be Pro who gets the kill. He spotted 2 players now towards A. That's going to be the hit towards the B bomb side, but 1 player's there, Ja. He has backup arriving in the form of Derek. Derek still spotting towards the murder hole, which is going to find LCL, who was on the lurk. Jobo finding Ja, though, and that should be opening up the B bomb side, unless Derek does something special, but Nine's going to get the kill. And his crosshair train in the window position, that's going to be a hard retake for Bren.
Papachulo, big flank coming in. Nine needs to be careful. Chulo looks to try and take them down at this point. He's waiting on his teammates to get into better positions, and Nine's going to flick up, but needs to be aware of the flank. And while Papachulo nearly gets caught out there, luckily able to take the kill on 15 HP. And now Dobu, he's going to go down as well. It's just Cabal. Oh, he's going to go down. This is just huge from the Bren side. You know, this is a brilliant retake. They don't lose a single player coming into it. They'll flank from the apartments. Nine going down, and then the rest all crumbling. And that's finally a round picked up for Bren. One of the only rounds they've been able to pick up in a long, long while.
Yeah, it almost seems like... I've almost forgotten Bren haven't had a single round of CD side. It was an 11-4 half. And to be honest, it was looking even more grim. I think it was, what, 10-2... Was it 10? 10-2? Yeah, it was 10-2 at a point. So 11-4, you still feel like, yeah, you know, Bren pretty much have this in the bag. But now, 11-9, but at least to get to 12 rounds. The first round of CD side, they do lose a couple of players. So... money still not quite stabilized yet, but neither is it that great for Tiger. But this, I feel like, is more of a must-win for the side of Tiger. Wits, okay, at the edge of the flames, he still gets the kill and escapes with his life intact. That's a huge duel to win. He was trapped in the corner, just balls of sheer steel, just peering down, finding NCL. And that's a kill he's going to be very, very happy with.
Smoke out top con. Olbu down in towards the window area. That's what to connect to. And he's got a decent position here. And we take a look at the setup from Bren. Currently 3 players over towards this A side of the map. So a decent setup. They've got Pro as one of the prongs in towards jungle. One in front of the smokes in the site. It's Papachulo task with that. And they ult back in CT. So if they execute, the standard execute comes in, there's going to be a big issue for the player inside the site. He's going to be alone, and while Papachulo is going to do good work finding Dobu. And now Pro sitting back in behind the smoke. He's still alive here, doing good work. Urcast finally gets rid of Papachulo, the player inside of the site itself. There's still 4 versus 3. A man advantage still intact and might just be followed up, but it's Nine swinging wide, shutting down Pro. And now with 29 seconds left, finally the bomb plant will come through.
Well, they're going to go for the wall bank. 2 ops means they can do quite a bit of damage. And why would Nine just give up control of Connected? That is massive. He's going to find one. He could get a second kill. This is huge if he gets the shot. And he's so low is Wits. And he's doing a very good job of just staying alive. In fact, he does one even better. He gets the kill. And bear in mind, it was 17 HP all this while. That's a huge, huge, huge round for Wits to win for his team. And I think that was a big misplay in the end there. I think it was from 9. I mean, Urkas gets a bomb down. It just, everyone just leaves short. You saw a player there. You're going to expect him to maybe potentially peek on out. So that's a big misplay from Tiger. And that could be a very costly round indeed. This one from Wits, that was like some sick shots.
Yeah, the Wits is definitely, there's a great stuff in this round. And we do see ourselves at a 13-9 scoreline, 3 away from victory here for Bren. The first step in the right direction if they want to be able to pull some sort of upset here against Tiger. We've already had upsets today. And well, it could continue here in PAL 2020 Summer. Wits again with the AWP down in towards Connector. Flashes up in towards the B-bomb site. Cabal's already out here with the Tech 9, looking to be the front man. He dives to the window. You'd expect the trade potential to be there off the balcony a little quicker, but they're coming through the window itself, and the Tech 9 still get involved. NCL with a double kill, and now there's a chance to win this round. A bomb plant. Now a chance because they've got the man advantage, Blood. They've recovered the rifles. This is scary times ahead for Bren. Do they even want to go for this?
Yeah, save right now. Just call for the save. Whoever the in-game leader is, look at your money. You will have some residual cash. Wits and Papichulo can drop over for Ja and Derek, and you will still have a decent buy. If you lose any of these guns right now, that's not going to happen. So I'm glad the call ran out. I'm glad that no one's really... It's no point. Even for Wits, this angle, he might even hit a shot, might take away a couple of wins, is a couple of kills. I just don't feel it's worth it. I just wanted to run away, far, far away from where the action's going to be and hold on to these guns. Wits might's going to get a nice little flick shot under 9. And, okay, this is better. At least they don't lose any of their guns. But Tiger, that is a big win. That's a big round indeed. They not only win the round, and they also retrieve the AWP, which is going to be dropped towards... should be dropped towards 9, I guess, but Dobo might be wielding it as well, considering his spawn. But yeah, a big win for Tiger. They get a double digits. And for Bren, 3 players saving means, yes, they can get the buy. They would have got the buy anyway, but, you know, with the fact that the 3 rifles are saved, they're going to be able to drop over towards Ja and Derek, and also means they will have a full set of utility as well to deal with this particular round from Tiger. However, Dinko, if Bren loses round, they might have to go for a save, and that is not something they're going to be happy with.
No, because that just lets Tiger right back into things again, and Bren have struggled to get involved in the second half at all. So once they finally get that control, you'd like to see them try and keep it there, but with the situation currently at hand, we can definitely see Tiger end up with this this comeback going all the way if they lose this round here, Bren. So all bound for the Wits. They've got the rest on rifles. Immediately, Tiger stacking players over towards the A-bomb site. So it looks like this is going to be the hit towards a 5th player arriving as well. All of their forces congregating towards the A-bomb site. It's going to be a standard A execute, it seems, on towards the site. We've currently got Papachulo in towards the Underwood position, and Wits playing on the ticket box. So 1 kill should be enough here from Papachulo. I don't think he's going to get much more than that, and he doesn't even get a single kill. He goes aggressive, tries to catch them as they run out of the ramp, and he doesn't get anything for it. And while Wits has just been absolutely neutralized with that Molotov, so he can't get involved either. Bomb plant stolen away, and now they can fall back with a man advantage into the post plant.
They still feeling this retake, and if Derek can find Dobu, this could be big. I think he heard a jump from Dobu, and he's gonna get spotted out. Dobu gonna go for the face. I'd rather Dobu potentially fallen back, but have done so much damage. Derek down to 9 HP, Wits low as well, and yep, there you go. The call for the save has a rung on out. Another round for Tiger. Like a caged animal, Tiger were against the back of the cage. And it looked like Bren kind of run away with this, but it's not quite done yet. Another save. That means the buy will still be in. But Bren, they're playing a very dangerous game here. 1 round going Tiger's way, and Bren just might be broke. And even if they win a round, if they get reset, Tiger can easily run up and potentially get to round number 14 or maybe even 15. So what was such a massive first half for Bren, it just looks like a very distant memory at the moment. We do have the head-to-head here. The pick for Bren has been Wits, but again, taking nothing away from anyone else. Wits has been a top frag, but everyone's stepping up. Derek on 21 kills as well. And for the side of Tiger, I think without a shadow of a doubt, it's been Urcast who has been the player in the server who has been most impactful. But also, 9. He has been pretty solid, especially with the AWP. There we go. Urcast coming out there. Top fragging, I believe, in the server. Tied, in fact, alongside Derek. There we go. 21 kills apiece. Very similar stats if you look at it. Although, 3 1v X's won by Derek. That is a difference maker right there for Bren.
How heartbreaking would it be, though, if you're Bren to have this lead coming into the second half, to have such a strong statement in the first half, to all crumble away from you in the second, just to go on to lose? I think that would be very difficult to recover from mentally, especially heading on to the second map. That's when things get a little bit rough, because it's Tiger's map pick, everything's kind of against you at this point. So I almost feel like if Bren want a chance of pulling the upset overall, they've got to do it here. You said in the veto stage, this veto massively favors the Mongolians, and so Bren, a lot of work needed to done here on Mirage, and well, so far, put the hard work in, and they're 3 away from victory. We're getting into the final few stages of regulation.
Final few stages of regulation, and yeah, pressure's starting to mount. The thing is, for Tiger, they have been in these spots in the past, in the recent past, and for Bren, while in Southeast Asia they are a force to be reckoned with, they have historically struggled in some of these Pan-Asian events where you have the likes of Tai Lu and Tiger and Vici playing. So Bren definitely do want to have this particular notch in their belt. They want this map at the very least to make things a little bit more competitive, to kind of get the blood flowing and maybe feel a little bit more confident heading into the second and third map. Pro will be burnt out from Connector. Still, quite a bit of utility and time expended by Tiger trying to get control of that mid area. They have, and they've opted to just relinquish it. They're going to be heading back towards the A bomb site. This could actually really not pan out for Tiger. The position of Papi Chulo, even if he gets taken down, the rotation's going to be on the moment he spots a player out. Okay, Cabal, that is just nasty. Opens it up, and a rotation's going to be taking place, but will they get here in time?
Well, Cabal and Dobu, the headshots are coming through. Pro has arrived to the stairs. He can definitely do a little bit of work here, but he needs much more than just 1 kill. There is only 10 seconds left indeed, and well, they have to go for the bomb plant. It's going to be playing default, and it seems like they will secure the bomb plant easily enough, with Dobu finding an important headshot on towards Derek. Jack comes back in, 2v3, low HP though on the 2 players here for Tiger. 9 is on 90 HP, but the rest in the red. So this is definitely still winnable for Bren. It's a must-win round for them as they try and re-enter the A bomb site. Cabal position deep in towards the A ramp. Pro with a headshot on towards 9. It's now a 2 versus 2, but Urcast and Cabal, instead of cowering back in their corners, they peek into the open. They take the fight to Bren, and they win it. A 12th round added to the collection for Tiger and Bren. That is heartbreaking. Luckily, most of the players have enough cash here, so it'll be interesting to see the decision with what Bren go with here. It's going to be up immediately out for Wits. The rifle's being collected. I think it's a good time for a pause to see what they can muster together, what they can put together. And it's a good time for Bren to try and recover mentally, because right now, I'm starting to feel rough if I'm Bren. I'm starting to think in the back of my head, well, we nearly had it, and this might just be slipping out of our hands.
That T-side was so good, and it just makes no sense to me. This makes no sense to me how your T-side can be so phenomenal in a map like Mirage and then just completely falls flat on the CT side. And Tiger, some of these rounds have come down to the wire. That round in particular, I think Bren played that 2v3 retake very well, right? Saw the player distracting from the top of stairs, saw the second player slowly sneaking in. NCL was a player with the health that gets taken out. Molotov would have burned Urcast alive, but like you said, the play from Tiger to just go for the peak instead of playing passively and allowing Bren to get that retake, winning it out for them. And of course, the buy is going to be coming in. It has been max loss bonus for a while now, if I'm not mistaken, for the side of Bren. But my word. Actually, no, I think it's the It's a 4th round. It's a max loss bonus. So yeah, they have the money, they have the buy, but they need the rounds, Dinko. 13-12. That Incendiary is gonna... Okay, they're just gonna come running in through it, and it's gonna be Urgas opening it up. That's a huge kill onto Wits. Now damage dealt by Pro, though, and Papi Chulo pushing into the smoke, ensuring that at least a trade does go their way, but it's still man advantage for the Mongolian side. Bomb is gonna get planted once more. Is this going to be in the retake, or are they going to go for this? They have the utility, though, and Jaw, Derek, and Pro on 41 HP, but they feel like they want to go for this, and I don't really blame them. At this point, saving is not really working out for them. And, oh, I thought for a moment Nine was going to be heading all the way towards mid, but here comes a play. Smoke for Palace. Dobu's going to creep on out. Jaw's going to find one. Dobu from above, finding none, but it's convenient information. Jaw finds a double. It's all on 9 in a 1v3. He's smoked off as well. There's nothing he can do, and he's going to just fall back. And Bren, how have they won that? It was a 4v3, and not a single player dies on a retake. Brilliant stuff from the Filipino side, and with that, they're now 2 rounds away from closing this one out.
Well, Bren, this could be that could be the deciding factor for them to keep them alive. It's been a turbulent time for this Bren team. Unfortunately, it has not really been too successful for them in the second half, and for the most part, actually, a lot of the teams we've seen in this tournament so far have struggled on the CT side. I can't quite put my finger on why. But like a lot of these teams are really, really good on the T side, and then when they go over the CT side, they just fall completely flat. I don't know if it's a thing about over-aggression or right decision-making, rotations. Especially because we've seen a lot of CT-sided maps. You know, like Inferno, Mirage, generally considered CT-sided, and we're seeing big T halves put in and very weak CT halves.
Well, it has been pretty topsy-turvy, I won't lie. But honestly, Denka, would you have it any other way?
Yeah. I would, actually. But no, it's entertaining. That's the thing we have to expect with these matches. And while Dobu takes down Papachulo, Derek swings into connector, able to find one, and now Urcast with the headshot. He's going to go down eventually. Derek with the kill. A 3 versus 3 even again in 39 seconds to push in towards the B bomb sites. Jan holds on. His teammates available around his side as well, but it's 9 on the AWP now, left alone into a 1 versus 3. 30 seconds to win it. Found the first kill. Now just 2 players remaining. Onto his left side, Wit's trying to buy time, trying to allow his teammate to come over from short to help him out. And while 2 players, 2 different positions, it's never going to be easy for an AWP to win that. He will go down. It's 15-12. Map point for Bren, looking to take us onto map number 2 with the win under their belt.
And that is just not a big round to win, but also if you look at the economy for Tiger, it is looking a little rough around the edges here. I like how Derek just went for the immediate trade. And for this hole, though, I love how they didn't over-rotate. They kept the 2 players towards B, and then in the end, despite a valiant effort from 9, it was not to be. They have the guns, though, AK-47s, but we've seen them win rounds in the B bomb side, Dinko, where they kind of swarm it with their pistols, especially the Tech 9s. And it looks like we're going to be seeing that Hail Mary play again. Cabal's going to lead the charge. He's the one with the Tech 9. A lot of utility being deployed, and Derek holding the line. He's been spotted out. They know where he is. He's going to find Cabal, who is basically just running in, trying to make something work. Dobu's going to find Wits from above. And Dobu, but rather, Urkas needs to do something big, but Dobu's going to be left alone. Bomb dropped out in no man's land, and this could be it. He's going to find one on the jaw. There's so many players around. He finds another kill, looking for the 3rd, but Papi is going to end him. And with that, Bren are going to take the first map, 16-12. It was long. It took a while, but in the end, they managed to do it.